Gospel 1360. Gloria Leonard Ministries presents Preparing Hearts, Changing Lives radio broadcast. Preparing Hearts, Changing Lives talk show pursuing family wholeness. We're doing a new thing. We're making a way in the desert to reclaim and regain what the devil has stolen. Be aware this show can be informative and controversial. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. and on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. For more information and bookings, visit www.glminphcl.net. That's www.glminphcl.net. Or call 877-232-0255. Now, here's your host, Gloria Leonard.
Speaking from 3 John 1 and 2, Minister Leonard, it says in the New Living Transition that, dear friend, I hope all is well with you and that you are as healthy in body as you are strong in spirit. So we want to go into 2014 with the mindset of a healthier body, and our subtopic this morning is your health is the greatest part of your wealth. Let me repeat that. Your health is the greatest part of your wealth, because regardless of how rich we are financially, if we have not taken care of our bodies, if we broke down from the neck to the toe, or however we wanted to state that, if we're not in a healthy state of mind and body, as well as the spirit. But we want to particularly talk about being in a healthy body this morning, because God has given us this body as a gift, and we want to take care of that gift. But we have to be active participants in that process. We cannot just leave it up to somebody else. As I always say, you can't do anything you want to do, eat anything you want to eat, and when that body gets broke down, you're praying to God to fix it, and you're going to the doctor for a pill and asking for a miracle. We have to be active participants in creating a healthier body. And we as in the body of Christ, we in particular need to pay attention to how we take care of this gift, our bodies, because oftentimes when you go into church, what do we see? That's Mr. Leonard, we see what? High blood pressure, wheelchairs, folks talking about the sugar is high, diabetes, obesity is running rampant. Our children are overweight, our young people are overweight, our older people are overweight. And all that translates into us as not taking care of the body, that physical house that God has given us to house the spiritual man. So we have to take care of the physical man. And so I'm asking the listening audience out there to do some self-evaluation right now. Just take an account of what it is that you're doing to take better care of themselves.
May I interject something here for one moment? Is that when you see people that are sick and having health issues, they always want to say that it's God's will. God did not will us to be sick.
Amen.
It's because we were disobedient in how we took care of this body, what we ate. We didn't pay attention. I didn't get enough sleep. So don't ever blame God for you being sick. It is your choices that made you sick. And illness just don't happen overnight. It's a process, like I always say. Process. Over the years, that body and that bad eating, those bad habits, drinking that whiskey and all that other stuff, it catches up, because God did not design our body for all those foreign products that we put in it, because the body can't metabolize it. So therefore, it builds its own little house, its own little apartment, and stores up. And once that apartment gets filled, then it busts out and forms its own family, and you break down and get sick.
Oh, those toxins out there in that body. That's exactly what you're talking about. When we do all those things that we know we shouldn't do, and we'll put off today tomorrow what we need to take care of today. We're going to start a diet tomorrow. We're going to eat better tomorrow. We're going to get enough sleep tomorrow. We're going to do our well woman's check tomorrow. It's all about tomorrow. We need to make a plan today to be a healthier you. And so what I like for the listening audience to do, as I said earlier, take a self-evaluation today. As we enter into 2014, don't wait till 2014 to get upon you to start the plan. Put the plan in action today. I want you to get out a pencil and some paper and just write these things down. I am going to be a healthier me in 2014. I'm not going to let those things that have bound me, those potato chips and that sweet tea that's too sweet, and that fried chicken that you just can't seem to pass up, all those things that keep you bound, we're going to be released from that. We're going to be released from that so we can be healthier. But one of the things you also need to do is there's just some simple things you need to start off with. I'm asking you, when's the last time you had your annual physical? That needs to be on your calendar. If you haven't already scheduled it, call up your physician, your primary physician. President Obama has put some things in place so we can all have health care. So schedule your annual physical exams. Schedule your well woman's exams. Get your pap smear. Get your breast exams. And do self-breast exams as well. For those men out there, especially our African-American men, you need to check that prostate. Make sure it's healthy. So schedule your exam with your physician. Check your oral health. Dental health. Dental health is important too. We tend to overlook that when we're talking about being a healthy you, but we need to make sure we're okay orally. Get that your teeth clean.
Because that can lead to heart disease.
Exactly. So those simple things that you could do that really doesn't take a lot of effort. All it takes is a phone call, and you chiseling out that time to get that done. And then the other thing we need to look at is we need to look at our weight. We need to look at our weight. Whether you're 15 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds overweight, we need to put that in check. And many of us are far beyond 10 or 15 pounds. We need to put that weight in check. And how do we do that? We got to have a plan. You got to write the plan down, and guess what? What you have to do, Minister, is to make it plain, correct?
Yeah, make it plain. Make it simple.
Make it simple. Simple. It doesn't have to be any big outdrawn plan. It's something as simple as eliminating some of that processed food that you eat, that white flour, that white sugar. That's part of the plan. And write it down. Don't just say, I'm going to do it. Have a plan. Have a plan to make sure you're on target and on task. Now, in order for you to get to where you're going, you got to know where you started. So you need to take out that old measuring tape, measure them at waistline. Now, ladies, we're supposed to be no more than 31 inches in the waist. That's a health and waist measurement for the ladies. And those men folk out there, 35 inches is what the recommended measurement is for the waist. So you know where you are, so you can figure out where you need to go.
Because what happens when you go for medication, they use that weight to treat you with your medication. So if you weigh, say, 190 pounds, and you divide that by 2.2, that will tell you what the kilograms that they're going to use to dose your medication. So therefore, you need to, being healthy and within your weight limits, determine your treatment plan that the doctor even going to start on you.
That's right. And but see, what we want to do too, we want to have ourselves in such a state when the doctor gives us that annual physical, he wants to say, you know what, well done. You're in good physical health, and I'll see you next year. The only treatment that you need is to keep doing what you're doing. And let me start off just by saying this. Whatever we do, what we need to do, first of all, we need to submit it to God. Submit the plan to God. Write the plan down and submit it to God. Pray about it and also be about it. So again, we want to know what is the recommended weight for your height. We need to understand that. And I hear some young ladies say that I'm just a little thick.
That's a new term.
That's a new term, right? That's you overweight. Okay. Let me just put it on out there. Now, it may not be what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear, because again, for 2014, we want to be healthier. We want to manage our weight. We want to manage our health. We want to be effective. And the other thing we need to do is, whatever it is in that cabinet you don't need in that pantry, we need to start out today, over the weekend, getting rid of those potato chips, getting rid of those cookies, getting rid of all those things that you know trigger you in falling off the wagon and eating things that you shouldn't eat. Now I see some smiles in this station and some nods because they know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't you know, Mr. Leonard? You know, because now I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I don't get tempted. I am tempted.
Every time I buy a cup of coffee, I get 4 creams and 8 sugars, and I have McDonald's fix it up for me every morning. So, you know, I got a problem with sweets.
Yeah. I'm a witness. I saw it for myself. We will have to be in prayer about that. At least reduce it down to 4 sugars.
I know.
But you know what your triggers are. You know my trigger is bread. If that bread is in the house, guess what? I'm going to go get it. So in order for me to get my weight to where I want it to be and need to be, I know that I have to get rid of some of those things that will not be what I need in order for me to reach the goal that I need for me to be healthier. Again, whatever your plan is, you need to reevaluate it every so often. You just can't write it down, put it on the shelf, and never look at it again. You know, every so often you need to pull the plan out and see if I'm on target. Am I meeting my goals? Am I meeting my expectations? And are my goals realistic? Now one of the things I do that I always find that one item in the closet that may be one of that favorite dress might be fitting a little snug now. And I use that as a guide stick to help me to get to that goal that I'm trying to get to. And I put that dress up where I can see it. I don't put it in the closet and pull it out every now and then. I look at that dress every day. And at least once a week, I'm going to try to get in it. And so each time I should see a change that I put that dress on. I should see a difference because you know what I'm doing. I'm working my plan. I'm not just putting my plan off to another day. I'm working my plan every day.
But you need to stress the fact that crash diet, it don't work. So when you look at that dress, you got a plan, but it's not a crash plan.
Oh,
it's a continuous process that you're going through to get in that dress.
And not only that, whatever you choose, it needs to be a lifestyle change. And I'm so thankful that you brought that up because many times we will go on these diets with the expectation of getting ready for an event or for an occasion, and as soon as that event or occasion is over, then we go back to our old lifestyle habits. So we need to, once we write our plan, we need to write the plan with the intent. This is going to be a lifestyle change. And one of the things we also need to look at in the process of the lifestyle change is we need to detox that body. We need to detox that because one of the things that we fail to realize that our digestive system is so important in our overall health, and we got all those toxins built up because we're not eliminating properly. We need to start the year with a good detox plan.
And while you're talking about detox, and drink plenty of water.
Absolutely.
Because we don't realize that your eyesight and your kidneys work hand in hand. Your vision might be poor because you haven't drank enough water. Your skin might be dry because you haven't drank enough water. Drink plenty of water unless the doctor got you on a restricted intake.
Absolutely.
And that's because you got a disease state. So
Absolutely. And the new rule for water intake is actually, if you take whatever you weigh, divide that by 2, they'll tell you how many ounces of water that you should be taking and give you a measurement of how much water you should be taking in. So I am 135 pounds. I divide that by 2. It tells me how many ounces of water I need. Not pounds, not ounces of water I need per day. Okay. So
if you juicy Lucy and you weigh 220,
you better drink that water. Because guess that water is actually will help you to lose that weight as well because it'll cleanse the body and it'll help the body get rid of those those toxins that actually prevent you from losing the weight. So again, we want to write down a plan. A plan will include we're going to make sure we get our annual exams. We're going to make sure we have a realistic weight loss and weight management plan where you have eating fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. And if you can't get fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, at least, do the frozen. Try to stay away from your canned and processed foods. As Minister Leonard just stated, make sure we include plenty of water in our diet on a daily basis. We want to make sure we get enough sleep, because sleep does impact your ability to lose weight. So,
and not only that sleep, it impacts the way you think. You can't even think reasonable if you don't get enough sleep.
Right, and the way you think, the way you respond. Because if you're tired, if you're exhausted, or you're sleep deprived, your response is challenged to situations. Your response will be challenged. Again, we want to make sure we have our breast exams, our prostate exams, have good oral health. So we're going to have our dental exams. And, as African Americans in particular, we only represent 13% of the population, but I can guarantee you we rank the highest in all these health issues that, keep us in and out the hospital, in and out the emergency room. So, but we have control over that by simply changing our lifestyle and changing our habits. And also, one of the things I really recommend that all of you do is to have a good accountability partner. And just you have a prayer partner. That same prayer partner can be your accountability partner, where you have accountability to someone in regards to your plan to improve your health, your plan to get your weight under control. And that person is that accountability partner who will hold you accountable. Not that accountability partner where y'all go out and exercise and then you go to Denny's and eat you.
I've seen that happen. Go and get all sweaty and get in the pool and everybody say, what we going to eat? Go to Fridays.
Right. And overindulge because, you've had a good workout, and so you think you deserve it. So you need that accountability partner who says, no, we're going to have us a protein shake. We're going to eat us a nice salad. And we're going to drink us plenty of water. That's the accountability partner that you will need, who will not allow y'all won't be partners in crime. Y'all be partners for the better good, for the good of it. And also to be, so that you'll be a role model to our youngsters. Because, we have a problem with obesity in our community. They not enough exercise, no exercise, structured exercise programs in the school. And so that has impacted our young people as well. So as adults or older adults, we have to be role models and taking care of ourselves. Because, again, I can't say that enough, that your health is the greatest part of your wealth. Now, again, my specialty, I am a registered nurse and a personal trainer, a wellness coach. So if any of you are ready or need some additional coaching, if you don't feel like you can do it on your own, please contact me, Fit for You at 832-203-3700, 832-203-3700, and I'm available to do some consultations, to put you on a detox plan, help you with your weight management. We'll be starting a boot camp at the beginning of the year, around about probably at the mid part of January. We'll be doing some boot camps, weekend boot camps, to help you with your exercise program. And I also encourage you, for wherever you live, whether it be me or another fitness program, and whatever you decide to do, stick to it. We get all energized January 1 through the 30th. Then we start to fall off around about February the 1st or 2nd. And by March, we've totally forgot about our program. Or we take it, put it on the shelf until next year at the same time we dust it off and we start all over again. We have to make a commitment. God has given us this body, and then we need to take care of the body. Because if we're not in good health, regardless of how much money we have, how much we want to work in ministry. If you want to work in ministry, you want to be a healthy you. You need to be able to get out there and do what you need to do to support the kingdom. And we want to be healthy in doing those things. You can do more if you're feeling better. If you're not tugging around an extra 100 pounds that you It was not supposed to be on those joints.
And you know, when we talk about weight and weight loss and everything, men think they're excluded from this process. Men are part of the process also. You look around, if your stomach is hanging over your belt, and you're trying to tighten it up around your thighs, and you sit down, all your butt gonna hang out. And if you go to sit down on the couch, you got to throw your leg to get up, to get that bounce, to get up off the couch. And you go to the restroom and you get on the commode, and the last thing you saw in the past 20 years, that's a problem. Men need to get in tune also, because instead of looking for a young girlfriend when you get old, you need to be looking for a nurse so somebody can recognize and do CPR so that you won't die there in the house. So, you got to do your part also to help stay healthy and not be trying to run out a woman that can't recognize a stroke or a heart attack, because that's what you're going to need.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, and I mean, and ladies, one of the things, if you're married, you encourage your husband to get on this weight management program with you, not to do it alone, but for y'all to do it as a family. In fact, if you have children in the house, everybody commit to the process. We're going to eat healthy, get rid of all those juices, because we think because it says orange juice or grape juice that somehow it's healthy. If you read the sugar that's in the content of that bottle, you probably had your sugar contents for the whole week, not much less for the day. So we have to be careful about and learn to read labels, because that will let you know. If you can't pronounce it, if it has things in that food that you can't pronounce, then you shouldn't consume it. If it has one serving, and most of our, especially our drinks, our soda drinks, soda pops, we shouldn't be drinking anyway. It's more than one serving in there. So it may say 25 or 35 or 45 grams of sugar per serving. So you're thinking about just one serving. No, it's probably about 2 servings in there. So we need to learn how to read labels. And again, make it a family project, because we want to be healthier in 2014.
And not only read the labels for the content, read the label for the expiration date. You taking food home that's close to expiration. A lot of that food that's on the shelf on sale is close to expiration, so they can move it out of the store. So you need to pay close attention to that, to your meats and everything. And with this processed meat now, it don't even smell like meat when it's cooking. Because I bought some meat and I put it in the refrigerator. Normally meat that has a large content of blood in it, it spoils over a couple of days. That meat never spoils. And I say, it can't be real. It got to be something else up in here. So, check out your food when you're buying it. Make sure you got fresh food. And like Minister Goodis say, stay away from that canned food and processed foods.
Yeah, and in conjunction with that, we want to make sure, I know a lot of times when we're trying to get on the weight program, we will get these, and I'm not talking in any particular brands, but anytime you have these dinners, for healthy, supposed to be the healthy meals, that's still processed food. And it's better for us to take the time out and cook. Get in the kitchen and cook. Teach your girls how to cook, ladies, because, when they get to be adult women, the only thing they barely know how to do is boil water, because we haven't taught them how to do some just simple tasks of cooking a meal. But, cook. You put more fish in your diet, fish and chicken. If not, eliminate red meat, because I would really encourage you, if you can, to eliminate red meat. But if you can't do that, if you're not willing to do that, at least decrease the amount of red meat that you eat on a weekly basis. Eat chicken and fish most of the week, and maybe have your meat, your red meat in your diet just one time a week. And the other thing is that be realistic in your expectation. Don't set up a plan where you to fail. I'm going to lose 25 pounds in 2 weeks. And that's not realistic. And I see people do that all the time. Are you trying to get into this dress for this wedding? Again, this has to be a lifelong process, not event directed, but a lifelong process, because health is something that you want to continue to achieve on an ongoing process, not just for an event related. So again, we want to set our goals up, get our exams that we need to have on an annual basis, write out our plan, detox. And again, I have a good detox program for those of you who are interested in detoxing. You need to detox at least 3 times a year. And my number again is 832-203-3700. 832-203-3700. And again, I just want to close by saying that it says biblically that that God wants us to be in good health and prosper, just as our souls shall prosper. So I encourage you to get on a program and make 2014 the year to get lean and to get healthy, and to get your family as well as yourself where you need to be in your overall health. Minister Leonard, do you have any encouraging words you want to share with the audience before we close it out this morning?
Well, excuse me. Well, I think that you kind of covered it quite well, and that we just have to be committed. Although in our neighborhood, on every other corner, there is a fast food place, and we think that fast food is cheap and better. I've seen people spend $40, $50, and $100 in the fast food place. For that kind of money, you can go to the grocery store and buy some food and cook and eat and go back in the kitchen and eat again on it. But anyway, we just try to look at the fast, quick, and dirty way of feeding our family these days, and we don't have any means of communicating because we don't sit down and eat. Everybody's eating it in the car or they're eating it on the run. So therefore, become committed. Bond with your family at mealtime. Again, this is Preparing Hearts, Changing Lives. Thanks for listening.
God bless you.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well.
You've been listening to Gloria Leonard Ministries' Preparing Hearts, Changing Lives radio broadcast. To receive a copy of this show or other shows, contact Gloria Leonard Ministries at 877-232-0255 or visit online at glminphcl.net. Send check or money order for $15 to P.O. Box 45715, Houston, Texas 77245, with the date of the show. If you enjoy this show and the information it provides and you'd like to just support the ministry, make your donations at Gloria Leonard Ministries website by logging on to glminphcl.net and clicking on the donation button. PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, and American Express accepted. For more information and bookings, call 877-232-0255. That's 877-232-0255. Make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. And on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., where our mission is to reclaim, regain, and reunite families through prayer and to rescue our children from all unwholesome activities through prayer.
They can't take away my dignity because of...
Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who are you? Are we the same? Are you sure? The one thing that I am sure of is that we are all beautiful children of God with a divine power deeply rooted within us.